All right, so welcome to the next module in Agency in a Box. Now, this one is called Modeling Success, and I'm basically going to break down how you can go out into the marketplace today and find people that are paying for solutions and how you can design and reverse engineer those solutions so that you can come up with your own product that you can make your own and basically start getting leads, start getting appointments with people that are interested in that solution. And the best way to do this is to actually see what people are paying money for right now. Not theory, not going up into the mountains and thinking of some grand idea and then hoping people buy it. Actually finding where people are paying right now for solutions. And then your job is to basically identify what that solution consists of, model the framework, and create and design it together. And so if you're in this program, I'm going to give you snapshots and systems and all the things that you need to leverage GoHighLevel, leverage UpHex, and basically help service-based businesses generate leads and booked appointments and help them get more clients. And so in order to do that, we're going to keep the solutions that we look for out in the marketplace centered around this specific business model because this is what I've done. So you can take this framework of modeling success and apply it to really any type of business. But for this specific program, obviously it's centered around how I've used GoHighLevel and UpHex to create a profitable marketing agency that doesn't require a lot of time and gets my clients great results. So that is the framework that we're going to be applying it to. So with that being said, I have built a 6-figure Facebook ads agency. And I work with real estate investors. Real estate investors need motivated sellers who want to sell their properties at a discount. So real estate investors make money when they are able to purchase homes for sale at a discount by either flipping them. So they will buy a home. Let's say that home is, on the market worth $500,000. If an investor can acquire that property for $350,000, right, they can basically remodel that property, make it all, modern, up to date, make some upgrades, and then basically list it on the market for $650,000 or something like that. Right? Now that would be a great deal, but that is basically what investors look for when they're flipping a property. They also do what's called wholesaling. So sometimes they'll get that property for $350,000, and instead of flipping and remodeling the property, they will sell it to somebody that does want to flip and remodel it at $400,000. And so the investor that wants to flip it doesn't have to do all the work of finding the property and finding the deal. They are willing to pay, another investor to basically wholesale it to them. Okay. And then also we have investors that are, that will refer these types of properties or homeowners to agents that they can list, et cetera. Right. The point is, number one, this is what I help investors do. And so beneath all of that, right, underneath all of the specifics, real estate investors are willing to pay for services, softwares, or any type of solution so that they can find more of these deals. Okay, there's a million ways they can monetize these properties if they get them at a discount. But in essence, real estate investors pay me $1 so that they can make $3, $4, or $5 in return, right? At its core, this is the heart of anyone helping somebody else make money, right? Which is primarily what GoHighLevel, UpHex, and some of these tools are designed to do. Sure, you can make their operations, more efficient. You can make their website faster. You can kind of do some of these less tangible things. But underneath it all, if you're helping a business, in essence, if the bottom line is not growing and they are paying you, it's only a matter of time before they look at their expenses and say, why are we paying this person, right? Or this software or whatever it is. And so at the core of all the different, ways of doing it, I help these people, I help those people, I do this, I do that. None of it really matters, right? People are paying you $1 so that you can give them $2, right? And if you had that business model, right, you wouldn't need any fancy sales funnels, and how you did it wouldn't matter, right? Everything would go out of the window. If there was a system that you had where people could come up to you, they give you $1, you hand them $2, and they would never leave. They would just give you, those $2, you would give them $4, right? And they would tell their friends, and you wouldn't have to worry about GoHighLevel or operations or any of it, right? You could just literally stand there, all day and just make a ton of money if you were somehow able to make money off of that, right? And so basically, once you see that this is the signal amongst all the noise out there, you can forget for just a moment about all the different methods, all the different bots, and all the different automation and all this. If you are able to solve that problem where someone can pay you $1 and you can make it easier for them to make $2 and faster, and you can also make them $2 that they wouldn't have made before, you're going to have a business that helps other businesses make money, right? And so what I do is I work with investors, right, to help me do this, right? So I make money because I help them make money, and that's really the process, right? And I could care less if they make, millions and millions of dollars. They're paying me to run the service that I run, and, good on them for maximizing the service. Because the reality is, whenever you help someone make money, there's a whole lot of other things they're going to have to do and work they're going to have to put in to make it successful, right? And so now that you understand at its core what I actually do, let me show you the exact process that I conducted for my client with a different type of business. So you're going to be able to model this framework to create a similar system and make it your own. You're also going to have this community and the snapshots that I've provided to assist you. So basically, when this real estate investor, came up to me, and if you didn't see the previous video, you may want to watch that. But when the real estate investor that I still work with to this day said, "Hey, I know you work with real estate agents, but I'm interested in, one of these systems for motivated sellers, people that need to sell their house at a discount." And I had enough core, fundamental knowledge to know what I'm about to share with you now. But it was only until I understood this framework that I was able to really start to get success. So what I'm going to do is, because this program is centered around using GoHighLevel, using UpHex to create create the model that I've designed. It's centered around helping people with paid advertising and helping people basically generate leads and appointments and them make money from you providing that service or you having a software that can do it for them, right? We'll get more into the, granular parts of what you're delivering when we get to that part of the program. But here, I'm just going to cut through the noise and show you what I did when, that investor came to me, because I didn't have time to go and learn some whole, course and MBA on business. Like, all I needed to do was figure out how to find this person a solution. And that's what I want to do with this program, is just show you, look, like, once you understand how to think about these things, you're going to be able to go into any business and figure out what the core thing is that they need and design a solution and a system around it. And the only way that I really found to be effective to doing that is to see real life examples. So basically, my logic, right, when that investor came to me, was to find where money was already being exchanged instead of attempting to do so in secret. Like I said, going up in the mountains, basically spending all this time writing and thinking. And, there's definitely value in doing those things. But at a certain point, you have to realize that there's so many people online openly talking about problems that they have. And instead of going off on your own and thinking you're going to have some grand idea, why not leverage the internet to find where people are already giving other people money to buy that type of solution, model the solution, make it better, make it your own, instead of reinventing the wheel and, basically wasting a bunch of time. Just plug in a proven model that works and learn from there. And once you get your footing, you can basically, from that point on, start to design it and build it however you'd like. So what I'm going to do is basically build my exact same agency that I have today, but for a solar business. So I'm going to dive straight into it. So the first thing that I did when this investor approached me was I found as many people as I could that were running ads over at least a 45-day period, because, like I said, this course is specifically to show you how to build a Facebook ads and GoHighLevel marketing agency. So your clients can give you $1 and your systems produce 2, 3, 4, and 5. So, I already knew that if I was going to find a solution for this person getting inbound leads, then I needed to find people that were doing that exact same thing. I didn't need to go watch something or do some crazy stuff. I just needed to go, hey, who is running ads right now in these markets even better? And what are they doing? What does their funnel look like? What does their system look like? And how can I basically leverage their proof of concept so that I don't have to go and reinvent my own, waste my client's time, waste my client's money, and spend a bunch of time guessing, right? And so once you figure this thing out, you're going to start to see, wow, there's solutions all over. It just comes down to you locking in, focusing, and basically just putting your head down and creating it, right? And then since you're a part of, this community, you're getting, the snapshots and stuff that I'm going to make it so easy for you. So basically when he said, hey, I'm basically willing to pay you, right, for this solution, and I didn't quite know exactly how to deliver, right? I want to be able to, if I want to grow my business, I want to be able to say, cool, like I can do that, right? When you're starting out, you want to say, cool, you can do it. And then as you niche down and basically get the same type of client and you get your product refined, you don't want to just say yes to random projects. But I was still really figuring it out at that point. So I was like, okay, cool. Like, I'm going to figure this out. Okay. And so what I did was I went straight to the Facebook ad library and I started looking for, people that were running ads over at least a 45-day period and starting to take notes and starting to basically compile the system. I just started piecing together the framework of success. And so once I found those group of people, and I'm going to show you how to do it, you want to find and identify patterns. So you want to look for, similar ads. You want to look for similar funnels. You want to look for similar creatives. You want to look for similar page names, because if you can't find and identify patterns, you're not going to be able to create your own. So you need to go out into the market, see where there's actual people paying money for this stuff. Then find and identify patterns where you can pretty much piece together, hey, these people are running very similar ads to a very similar funnel from a very similar page name with a very similar creative and placements and all these things. You can pretty much deduce that they are, having success, right? You don't know for sure, right? You don't know every little nook and cranny that goes on the back end, which is what I'll be sharing with you from my experience, these little things you're going to need to watch out for. But when you can at least piece together, 85% of the picture, you're in a way better starting position than if you're, listening to all these different people telling you what to do and all these different things, when you can actually just go and see, hey, forget what people are telling me. What are people actually doing? Okay. And then once you do that, you need to model the entire framework. Okay. So once you have those three pieces, you basically know that there's market demand, people are paying for the solution, and there's an opportunity to make it better, okay? You can do that by, going to a different platform. If you see Facebook ads, maybe you can turn those into TikTok ads and vice versa. There's a lot of different ways you could do this, but the core framework of it is find people that are paying, not telling you they would pay, not telling you that sounds good or they would do a trial. Find people that are actual customers paying for this type of stuff, and then they've done it for quite a bit of time. And then find patterns inside of what people are actually paying for, so that you can basically compile a pretty good estimate and projection of, like, this is 80% of the picture that I can piece together. And then all you need to do is learn some skills to figure out how to piece it together, which I'll show you. But this is all I did. This was all I did over and over. I wasn't listening to do this, do that. Just what are people paying for, and how can I model that, make it better, make it my own, add my own flavor to it, and basically run it better, run it more efficiently, and just give people a better experience. And if you can win on those things, like I've said in the previous video, I mean, you don't need millions of people to have a really great life with this type of a business. So once you have this and you get customers for it, then you can productize it, stick to one niche, and basically just duplicate it over and over, and then you're going to be in a really nice spot. And last thing I'll say before I'll show you how to actually do this is, this may not be the sexiest formula and, look all fancy and advanced, but I'm telling you, one of the things that I want to do with this course and community is have people watch it and just start doing it and get excited by that there are actual people right now exchanging money for these solutions, not just me telling you, oh, okay, this is cool, you can do it. Like, when you see it yourself, right, in real time, it makes creating the solution intrinsic, where you're not having to expend all this effort to try to discipline yourself to go and grow your business. It's like you get motivated by the fact that, people are doing this right now, and you have enough of the skills, you just haven't put it all together. So that's my truth. That's what inspired me. That's what kept me going, was, wow, seeing another person getting results, seeing another person paying for services, and really seeing the potential that if I stuck with it, like, I could literally have my own, slice of it and basically, do what I wanted to do. So enough of the, theory and all this. Let me show you how to do this. So, and this is like exactly how I would do this. So we're going to go to the Facebook ads library, and we're going to basically start looking for solar ads that people are running, and we're going to start creating these proof of concepts. So what I'm going to do here, if you're totally new to what this is basically a live library of people paying for ads. And so when people are paying for ads, they're using their money to generate leads and appointments, right? I mean, you don't really advertise just to not make more money, right? There's got to be some return. So this ad library is the Facebook ad library, where you can literally see every ad that is live right now in, the entire world. And basically model what they're doing. Instead of me telling you, instead of me giving you all these good ideas, like, let's go out and actually do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to search for a keyword and just type in solar, because a solar business that's advertising to homeowners, right, basically needs to install solar panels, right? And so the way that solar businesses make money is homeowners buy the solar, and the sales rep makes a commission for selling them the product, right? It's as simple as that. So what we're looking for is, can we, first of all, there's, I have the Loom kind of recording here, so you can't fully see it, but there's more than 50,000 ads in the United States with the keyword solar. That doesn't even include all the other ads that are solar related that may not even have the word solar. Just anything having to do with installing solar, there's over 50,000. So we don't know if that's 75,000, 100, a million, right? But basically, instead of listening to me and somebody tell you, oh, go do this, go do that, why don't you go look and see, let's see all the ads people are running right now. So here's 50,000 live examples of people paying. You have to pay to be on this thing. So there's already money being exchanged here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to filter this by the amount of, I'm going to filter this by the 30 days prior to today. So today's November 8th. So I'm going to go basically to on or before October 8th. Now, the reason I'm going to do that is because there are people that launched ads today that have no idea what they're doing, right? And they're on this, like ad library, but they don't really know what they're doing. And so there's also people that really know what they're doing here. But what we want to do is start to reduce the likelihood that somebody is unsuccessful when we're modeling our proof of concept. Because if we can go back and see, hey, these people have been running ads for 4 years, they're probably got something figured out that we can model versus everyone that's ever ran an ad ever, right? So we're going to start by just putting this to, a month prior. That way we can start to see the ads that have been running for at least a month. So this number may change. So it may say 40,000, I don't know, but we're going to apply this. So let's see how many it shows. So there's still more than 50,000. So that tells me that's quite a bit of ads. So we can probably go 2 months before and still have a good amount of ads to study. So boom. Let's see. And if we still have, there we go. We still have more than 50,000, but guess what? Now we're looking at the segment of ads that have been running, you can see, for at least 2 months. So why would you run ads for at least 2 months? Like, you're most likely at the very minimum, you're getting leads, right? If people are willing to pay, right? Solar businesses need homeowners to basically buy solar panels to make money, then, and they do that by turning those leads into appointments. Then, how could it be that these people are running ads for the past 2 months? And when we click on this ad, here's their Facebook lead form where they're collecting email, full name, and phone number. So I'll let you answer that for yourself, but I would say that they're at least getting leads, okay? Like at the very, very least, okay? I'm curious, just while we're here, if I can go, how much further I can go to see some really proven ads. Because now we're at 4 months and we still have 50,000, okay? So we're going to just stay here. If you want to test this out for yourself and you want to go back further, you can go ahead. But this is all I need to start to identify people running ads. So the first thing I'm going to do is, one, I typed in solar and then I segmented back at least 4 months, because now I can see, okay, these are active ads. Some of these you'll see inactive, so you'll need to ignore. But these are active ads. Watch, some of these will say... I think some of them will say active and inactive. So you will need to sort and make sure that everything is active. It should be showing, active stuff here. Where is it? Let's see, inactive. These are active. So I think what it's going to show you is inactive ads that have ran from pages 2. I would stick with active. If I start to find that there aren't enough, ads for this time frame, I can, make this I can do maybe less time frame. But the point is, we want to start to segment between just people running ads, which is even that is good, to people running ads that they know what they're doing because the ads have been running for quite a bit of time. And when you put it through the framework of this business model, you're going to help this business generate leads. So we want to find, one, ads that have been running for as long as possible, ideally, and then 2, ads that are collecting leads, or we could infer are collecting leads. So we're going to start looking at like this page, for example, and let's see how many ads this page is actually running. So they're running 5. Now, 5 is better than 0, and these ads have actually been running for since August 4th. And if we click on this link, let's see where it goes. So it says get a quote. So here we actually have a form. So this potentially, you could infer, is generating leads. I wouldn't pick this one to model because I would want to see more than 5 ads from a page. That just tells me there's even more spend behind it and there's even more proof behind it. So this isn't a bad proof of concept because it probably is working really well. And since I have experience to know what would work and what wouldn't work, I'm very confident that this is working. But, there's things that I see that could already be improved and be made better. So I'm toggling between when I started and I didn't really know what to look for, but also telling you guys from my experience what you want to look for and kind of what I'll show you when we find like, okay, this is what we're looking for. So I want to find a page with probably 25 to 50 ads or more. That's going to tell me, hey, they're spending quite a bit of money on ads. And if the ads look very similar, have a nice funnel, have a nice system, we can probably start to use that as the model from there. But that's still a decent enough, example to refer to. So we're going to keep scrolling and look for examples. So Florida's number one. So let's check out this page and see how many ads they have. So 2. So I'm just going to skip over those if they don't have, 25 or more ads. And let's see, some of these are inactive, but we can still see if, they have any sort of ads that are still running and see what that looks like. So 1, so no, okay? So this would be equivalent to just somebody running their first ad, right? We still don't really know. So that's why we want to find as many ads running from a page as we can, because it really just takes time and effort. It's not like we're putting our money on the line. So I'm starting to like this page. And the reason for that is because I'm starting to see patterns between the ad copy, right? Like Florida, Connecticut, this one doesn't say, area, Florida again. So what this is starting to tell me though, is I'm starting to see a very similar template here between this page. So that's like me identifying a pattern. And that's what you want to start to do. So it goes back to here. So this is kind of the same ad too. It's just a little bit different emojis here. So I'm going to kind of trust my gut here and open up. I should be able to open up this page here. Hold on. Well, let me click on the funnel first. So, okay. So first things first, right? This is definitely just off of the, just off of what I'm seeing so far. I'm very confident that, this is a proof of concept, right? Just because I've been doing this for so long. So I'm going to take this page now and see how many ads are running. So there you go. So 320, I don't know why these are showing inactive. I guess I'm going to trust that they're inactive. Ideally, yeah, these are active. Let's see. So we're going to note this one as a proof of concept, even though the ads are active, just because, there's 320 results here and we can see pretty clearly different states, Texas, Connecticut, Idaho, Texas again, Florida. So I would want this in my notes, right? I'm still going to show you how to find an even more solid model. But what I would do from this point is, number one, this page specifically, right, is going to be something that I'm going to put into my actual proof of concept here. So here's one page, okay? So that's going to be one page that I can refer back to, after I gather all of the actual like ones that I find and say, okay, that's enough proof for me to say, okay, there's quite a bit of ads running. I figured out a lot of similarities, and then now how do we model it, right? So basically, this is enough for me, and that's more me speaking from experience, right? So like I said, we're going to move on and basically, figure out find one that it is in fact active. And I'll see, let's change this to active. So let's see if that helps. So there's no active ads currently. So this wouldn't qualify if you're brand new to doing this as an proof of concept, but I am confident from the amount of work that I've done and experience that, that's probably a valid proof of concept. But I want to show you, how to really find a legit proof of concept, not, because I'm still speaking from experience in that situation. But I would still paste it into your notes as something you can refer to, okay? Anytime you can find patterns where there's a lot of similar ads, then you basically want to, have that in your notes to start to piece together, what are the similarities. So I'm going to close this one for now. And I'm also going to copy this, funnel right here as a part of this as well. And so basically, here are the ads, and then there's the funnel, okay? So now we have those two pieces for, this one that's just really for notes at this point. We're going to find a good one. So I'm going to change this to active now since I figured out that, that filter. Okay, so now we have 4,700 ads that have been running for at least 4 months. So now let's keep looking. So like I said, we're looking for these. Okay, so let's check this one out. Whenever I see, this is just experience, right? So whenever I see like a specific area, state or something, if I can find them running ads in another state, there we go, 390. Let's do active. Boom. Okay. So whenever I see things like that, I know that that's just from experience, right? But this is more what you're looking for because look, we have state of Nevada, state of Colorado, Iowa, right? Iowa, right? So there's 3 different states, Illinois, 4th state, Texas. Okay. So Rhode Island. Okay. So Raleigh. Okay. Now you can see. Okay. So this is undoubtedly a proof of concept. Okay. So we're going to put this as, we'll just put this as, this first one is just going to be proof of concept number 1. And then we're going to do proof of concept number 2. Okay. So this will be, ads, same thing. Okay. And these are active, right? This other one wasn't quite a qualifier, but what helped me identify this is 1, experience, but 2, whenever you can find people running very similar looking ads, right? You guys can see the patterns here. Like they're taking a photo of the map of where these specific, like this is an image of Colorado, but one's, orange and lighter orange and yellow. And this one's just red and orange and dark red, right? But same image. Okay. And then now here's another shot of Colorado, right? So whenever I start to see, okay, there's, one state here with 3 different images that are similar and another state, Nevada, with another similar image, that starts to tell me that, 1, they're not relying on like a person or one brand or one miracle ad, right? This isn't a branded like person or something too. And the other thing is they're running this, similar type of ad in different states, right? So that tells me, okay, they're running similar ad images that aren't dependent on like some person, some big brand. Because if you found like somebody's ad that has a big personal brand, you can model what they're saying and stuff, but there's different variables that are factored in when there's like a person that the system is dependent on versus here, these are just images of the state, right? So to me, it seems more systemizable and duplicatable than just like a crazy, really good video that may just be working in one area. So this is what I'm looking for. And the other thing is, the ad copy is very similar. The headlines are very similar, and they're all using Facebook lead forms. Okay. So this is undoubtedly a proof of concept. Okay. And just with some tweaks and different funnel, different ads, different things, you can make this an entirely different business that gets better results, and go out like today and start talking to solar reps and say, hey, here are some proof of concepts that I think are working to get leads in your area. And I think if we model them, I know how to run an ad, I know how to do this, I know how to do that. I think we can help you grow your business, right? So this is why I wanted to just get out of like all the theory and just show you this is what I did. And this was what excited me, seeing this and being like, dude, I could run a solar agency right now if I wanted to off of this framework, right? This is all I would need with my experience level to basically build the whole infrastructure, right? And it would be totally different. It wouldn't be copied. It would just be validating with someone else's money that there is a way to do it, and then just piecing together the same pieces in your own way. So what I'm going to do here is, one, I've already took the actual ads and pasted it here, and then I'm going to put the funnel here, which is basically a Facebook lead form. So I'm going to just model this right here. So I have this for my notes, right? And you'll see how we use this later. There's no, copying and pasting or anything. It's just, this is just for notes, right? You're gathering data. That's really all you're doing. So I'm going to just put this here. Cool. So funnel. Okay. So this is basically, we can separate this here, and this one's good right there. So there's the second proof of concept. There's the ad. So I can open up and basically see, all these ads. And then, you can also, see the funnel, which in this case is a lead form. And then after they fill out the lead form, I can see where the, funnel takes me, right? So we can model that as well and make this our own. So that's a solid one, right? At my experience level, this is all I would need to I'd probably find a few more and then just, okay, cool. Let's, there's the frame. So that's me finding one in real time with you guys right here. So there is that. We're going to find a few more, make sure all the filters are the same, and basically give you a few more examples. So that was that one. Let's see. Okay. Solar negotiators, discover. We can check this one, but I don't get the sense that, yeah, solar. Okay, well, here's another one you can note, right? When you're starting, you probably just want to get as many as you can that have, that have some active ads running. At my experience level, I wouldn't really pay too much attention to this one just because there is, these are UGC ads. So and they're newer. So I wouldn't really, focus on these, but you could follow the process, copy these, put them in your notes, and then, check out the actual funnel. So now you see, right, like the process of it. But for now, I'm going to, just move on and find something kind of like the one we just found. That way, we have some really solid proof of concepts to build on. All right, so keep going. This one is probably a good one too. This one's actually in Spanish, 16. So this would be a decent one. The reason I say that is anytime you can see like a page that's specific to a state, there's a possibility they're running that in multiple states with the same name. So we're going to try Florida. It may not be there. Let me see if any. Okay. Nope. So if you can find, you see these pages, it looks like they were made by the same person, but there's not other ads. So I would move on, but that's one potentially worthy of checking, because whenever you see like a state or something kind of branded to that specific offer, usually it's working and it's not dependent on a person, right? So wouldn't pass the test for me, but this one looks potentially good. Okay, so California, same thing. Okay, 21. So this is better. It's probably worth putting in the notes, just because these ads have been running a little bit longer than that other UGC one, and it does look like there's a little bit of a formula here. Okay, like I said, you understand the process now, so you need to do this and gather your own. I won't spend too much time on this one. I still want to find like another one with a few hundred or so. But the only thing I will do is test if they are in other states with the same page naming convention, then I may kind of, put that one in the list, because if they have, like I said, the same system running in another area, then if there's a bunch of areas running it, just different pages, then it's probably a good proof of concept as well. So hold on, let me refresh this. Not sure why hold on. All right, so I had to refresh this. Let me just put these same filters on. But what I was saying is that if that page is specific to California, but if you type in other states and find, those same type of ads, like for Florida or Arizona or Texas, New Mexico, whatever, then it would be worth potentially putting into the proof of concept notes. But this one has been running for almost a year. So to me, this one it kind of is like an anomaly, because, it's been running for quite a bit of time. So you definitely would want to put this into your notes for sure. If you see something like that is in fact still active, which these are. So, same thing, copy it, put it into the actual thing. And then you need to watch these videos and study what they're doing. But let's take a look at the funnel. So boom, this actually looks like it's on GoHighLevel, if you guys saw that. So boom, same funnel. Okay. So now we're starting to piece together that, there's probably something that's working. These ads have been running for, the last year. They've got, same funnel, and it looks pretty formulaic. The ads they ran before were similar. So basically this, you could put that one in your notes, but it's still not like that other one we found where there's like 100 live right now. So I'm going to do one more and then we'll basically move on, but I want to give you guys some live training. So let's see here. Nope, there's that one again. Sometimes the ad library is a little weird. Let's see what this one looks like. Okay, 15. And it's okay. It's still not really what we want to see, but like I said, you can put it in the notes. You can see these are all Facebook lead forms. You get an idea of what they're running. So that kind of gives you, another idea of just what you could put in your notes as well. Sorry, the Facebook ad library kind of loads weird, so I have to kind of keep scrolling down. But let's see if we can find one more good one that we can put into our notes and then move on. So that one looked, okay, hiring now. But see, it's the same thing. If you wanted to help, solar companies hire more reps, it's the same thing. Like go here, look for those, and then boom, there's another case that proof of concept, right? All right. Okay, let's see. This is the same company. Yeah, same company, and okay, only 7 ads. So not going to make the cut. Let's see if we can get one more good one here before we move on. All right. What? Nope. like I said, we're looking for similar ads that we can really easily identify patterns with. Keep scrolling through the same thing here. Hold on. Okay. None of this is new. Just for the sake of simplicity, I'm going to change this filter, give me a little bit more of a selection here. So I'm going to go to September 8th, just because it wasn't loading here. But obviously, if you really need that, that concept, then you need to, you can just find those, find as many as you need to, right? But I think, yeah, we took a look at this one. We'll find one right here. So, nope. Yeah, we're looking for that formula, easily identifiable like formula. So I'm not sure why it's going into 2022 so fast. It must be because the active ads are not actually running like before in that time frame. So we'll do 1 month because Facebook has changed where you do need to kind of stay a little bit more on top of refreshing your ads. But this should give us, 11,000. So that'll give us a little bit more of a selection here. So let's see if we can find one more. Okay, so these are always interesting because, okay, so there's 6. So let's see if we can type in that same naming convention, but just a different area. So California. Nope. All right. Just because sometimes, people will make pages for other states, like I said. So that one's not going to, make the cut either. How come this thing keeps, hold on. It was going to have me wait again. So solar, and then let's just try one month back so we can get as many as we can. So, all right, Sun Bull Solar. So let's see how many of these. Okay, usually so this one's interesting because it's kind of like that same style as the other one. So let's see how many you got here. So 6, but they do look similar. And I want to say that they may have another page on another name. So let's see if any of these pages have any, nope. Okay, let's try another state. Nope. Okay. I'm sure there could be we could type something like this in too, and start to find, let's see. Nope. Okay. Yeah. So you would just need to keep looking. Obviously I don't want to like make every, this entire video just looking, but I want to show you like, this is the real process that, I had to do. And, I would spend a lot of time looking and really finding them. So this is me doing it live with you. So that's why, I'm kind of going through some of these hurdles. But what I was looking for there is to see if there were other states that had the similar naming convention. But you could potentially stack this one into your notes as well, because it does look pretty formulaic. And you can test other things too, like copy and pasting the actual ad to see if there's other, ads running with that same template without putting that state. So let's see what we see here. Okay, cool. There we go. Jackpot, 180 results. So, okay, so they did, okay, look, so there you go. That's the second one that I'll leave it at. So you can see Energy Report US, and you can basically see, okay, look, here's, the funnel, and there you go. So what I would do is copy this one, put this as your, proof of concept number 3, and then this will be the ads, and then this will be the funnel. Okay, and we'll use these later when we, when I give you the snapshot and I basically give you more of the actual service and stuff, show you what you can do, how you can piece it together. But there's the actual funnel. So those, number 2 and number 3 are more textbook what we're looking for, because you got 100 ads, 180 ads, same ad template, similar ads, you have UGC and stuff like that. So you can start to kind of piece together, okay, like this is probably working, okay? So hopefully this video helped you kind of get out of your own head and get out of your own way and stop listening to what everyone's just saying and get into doing. And when you start doing, this is where it unlocks, because you realize, dude, I can actually make this happen. So that's it for now, just finding the actual proof of concepts, because I'll go into more detail in the next modules of just what do we do with that. But what the goal of this specific video is to basically show you how to go out there and find people that are already paying for solutions, and then allowing you to, compile those, that data, that evidence that there is an actual model and business around it, not just, yeah, well, I had this idea in the shower and, I think everyone's going to buy it. Like, you go from that to, here's my paper with, 10 proof of concepts, 1,000 ads, and very similar funnels. You can probably pretty confidently go to someone and say, hey, which I'll talk about more later, but hey, I'm new. If you're brand new, I'm new to, building marketing systems, but here's what I did. I put some research in. Here's 1,000 ads live right now. And, here's 10 funnels, all look very similar. Something tells me if we, design something similar and I make it better and I have some other ideas, you can grow your solar business, right? So we went from, what do I do? What is this person telling me? How are they getting successful? And, let me just do what they're doing, to like, pick whatever business you want, go out, see what people are paying money for, find and identify those patterns, and then you can model the framework, which I'll talk more about. And we'll be using these as examples when we go through creating the ads and creating the funnels and actually delivering the service. But before you actually get there, really what I did, and this is my truth, was I needed to see somebody was willing to pay for these solutions. Then I needed to find those solutions so that I could model them and then have something to build off of. So I hope this helped you guys. Looking forward to just continuing the conversation in the community. There's more modules coming and all that good stuff, and excited to help all of you guys grow that are, my affiliates. So I'll see you in the next video. All right, peace.